morning, booktube. Happy Saturday. Happy first day of the Create Your Own Readathon. It is Saturday, January the 19th, and it's about 10:30 in the morning. I have already been out today. I had to go and visit the vampires. As I like to say, I had to get blood work done. Always enjoyable. Not really. When I realized that now, luckily here in Canada, we have healthcare, like, what is it, universal healthcare? So we generally don't pay for most things that have to get done. There are the odd tests and things like that that isn't covered by OHIP. But when I got in there, one of the tests, the blood test that my doctor wanted me to have, was not covered. So yay, surprise first thing in the morning. So obviously I had to have the test done. So I had to pay it. I'm going to call my company or insurance, like through work, and see whether or not they can, whether they cover it or not. I don't think so, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right? So anyway, so that was my fun morning. Stopped at McDonald's, got breakfast, I've got my coffee. I'm going to sit back down and continue editing the vlog. I've done about a half an hour of reading so far today. I'm currently listening to You'll Think of Me by Robin Lee Thatcher, I think is her name. The picture, of course, will be up here. And I've got about 6 hours left on it, but in the time I listened to it, 3 hours. So I should actually get it done today. That's one of my goals. So yeah, so anyway, just a quick little update this morning, you guys. The snow has started. They are calling for 10 to 15 centimeters of snow here in the city of Toronto. So I'm excited. I love a good snow day. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I get to sit inside, I get to relax, I get to read, I get to knit, watch some booktube, and enjoy my day. So I don't know how much you guys are going to get to see. It looks really white outside, but yeah, I might have to turn the camera around. But yeah, the snow has started to fall. It's not very much. It's very, very light right now, but it's supposed to snow literally all day and into tonight. So I will keep you guys updated on Snowmageddon. We'll see how much we actually get. It's always a toss-up when you hear these things. It's like anywhere from 15 to 20 centimeters to nothing, you know? So anyway, I will let you guys go. I'm going to go back to editing the vlog, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye. Hi guys, another quick update. It is still Saturday. It is quite a bit later. I ended up having a nap on the couch for an hour and a half that I did not anticipate doing. I anticipated the nap because I clearly laid down and grabbed the blanket. Did not anticipate laying down for an hour and a half, but obviously I needed the sleep. So it is about 5:45. It's Saturday night, so Garrett and I would typically go and get pizza for dinner. But he took a look outside and he's like, yeah, we're not going out in that. It's not piles of snow, it's not mounds of snow, but it's blowing quite heavily. And it's been snowing all day, and they're calling for it to snow like through the night. So yeah, it's unpleasant out there. I'm glad actually we're not going out to get dinner tonight. So we're going to save that for tomorrow. We'll get pizza tomorrow night. Once the grounds are cleared and stuff like that. So I finally finished editing the vlog. It's an hour and 14 minutes this week. You guys will have probably already seen it go up. I cut a couple things out of it, but that's okay. Some rambles and stuff like that. But it's just started exporting, and then I still have to upload it, so that's going to take some time. So anyway, reading update for today, because I'm sitting at a rather odd angle, and this is kind of hurting my arm a little bit. Let me try and do it. There we go. So, I am almost done my audiobook. I've got a couple hours left on it, and that's my plan, is to sit down and listen to my audiobook for a bit, and then I'm going to watch some CSI and do some stuff like that. And while I'm sitting there listening to the audiobook, I am actually cataloging. I've decided to kind of clean up the bookshelf that I have over here. Shall I show you guys? Let's take a walk. Cataloging my bookshelf, so... Oops, sorry, clean kitchen. Garrett did all the dishes because he's awesome. So this bookshelf, which is my Harlequin bookshelf. So as you can see, it's kind of a mess right now. I'll show you guys better when it's done. It probably won't get done today. So I'm essentially just, I was originally putting these on Goodreads, and then I decided to actually do a spreadsheet to keep track of them all. And, you know, just, I don't know, I wanted my collection separate from my ebooks and stuff like that. And then up top, I'll show you guys. I've got, my niece made me that for Christmas. It's her and my nephew in a frame, and it says, I love you. She painted the frame. Isn't that adorable? And then other adorable things beside it. This cover of Notorious by Vicki Lewis Thompson, which is actually the first and the last Blaze book. So they reissued this when the Blaze line ended. They reissued the first one with this brand new cover on it, which I absolutely love. For some reason, that horse is smashing, isn't he? But yeah, they redid this one, and it's actually number 946, but it was also the first book in the series. So I have that one up there. It's not in my collection down here with the rest of them, because it's a special edition, and I eventually want to get a copy of the first book again, like the original cover on it. So yeah. So anyway, I'm going to be sitting and doing that, listening to my audiobook. And the audiobook, I haven't even talked about it. It is You'll Think of Me by Robin Lee Thatcher. Sorry for the weird shadowing thing going on here. Let's try doing... You can look at my cat painting. It is about a woman who, her and her boyfriend, when she was like 17 or 18, they ran away from Idaho to Reno, Nevada. And then he broke up with her. And she was pregnant. So she now has a 10-year-old daughter. And they've kind of been making ends meet. She's been a waitress and things like that. And then the ex had actually died, and he left her his parents' house because his parents had passed away prior to that. And then the house was willed to him, and then he willed the house to his daughter. So now they are back in Idaho, and she left because of several reasons. One, that her father was quite abusive. And so now she's kind of back in town, and she's making friends with her neighbor, who had actually originally planned on buying the house and the land that she's living on to open up his farm. So he's kind of miffed about it because it was his best friend who died. And the best friend had been saying for years, oh yeah, eventually you can buy it. And then the friend got sick and decided to will the land to his daughter. So, the friend's a little bit miffed that he kind of, was promised something and it didn't happen. But that's life, kids. Put on your big boy panties and deal with it. I think he's being very rude to her for no reason. Her name is Brooklyn. His name is escaping me. I know the ex's name was Chad. I want to say it's Derek or something like that. I'll talk more about it later tonight because I'll finish it today. But the one thing I didn't realize about this book, now I think it's listed in Goodreads as Christian fiction. It's heavily Christian, which it doesn't bother me. It's not something I would read all the time. As someone who's not personally a churchgoer, but each to their own. But it's heavily Christian, and it's got some of the things that kind of bother me in that aspect, where, they rely on God to make all their decisions. I've read this in books before, and it bothers me, I'll be honest. If I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm just letting you know that that's my personal thought on it. But I mean, outside of that, it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. It's a fun contemporary, and obviously it's going to be a very clean contemporary, which is kind of nice. After reading a smattering of very spicy books lately, it's nice to have something, that's not so spicy. And I'm still reading my ebook, which is Breathless by Leah Laval. The first book in the Yoga in the City series. I'm only about 4 chapters into this. It's a longer read. Like I said, I had the nap, and the audiobook just seems so much easier to listen to, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's about a woman by the name of Hannah who meets this guy named Jake, and she runs a yoga studio. She's one of the co-owners. There's 4 owners of this yoga studio, so there's going to be 4 books in the series, obviously. And there's 3 published so far. And this one is available in Kindle Unlimited. This one, I can already tell, is going to be very, very, very spicy. I kind of glanced over a few reviews before I started reading it, and a lot of people were commenting on that it gets very hot and spicy. So that should be interesting. But yeah, so they meet at the beginning of the book on a trail where she falls and he kind of helps her. And then they kind of go their separate ways, expecting never to see each other again. And then she's running this yoga studio, and he's doing construction right outside. So they've met back up again. So that's kind of where I am now. So I'm hoping to get a bit more read tonight and more read tomorrow. So far, I'm at about 2 hours, I think, out of my 8. So like I said, I'm going to get some more listening time tonight. If I finish this audiobook, that'll give me my 4 hours for today. And I want to get 4 hours tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go kind of decide on dinner, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi guys, it is Sunday, January the 20th. And it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm sorry, I haven't had a clip since yesterday afternoon, probably a little bit, about almost 24 hours ago now. I forget because I'm doing this all weekend, and I promised you guys I'd do little clips here and there, but I'll be honest, I'm not used to doing that, so I completely forgot. So I do apologize. I will try to get better in the months to come as we do these readathon vlogs. So, last night I finished a book. I finished You'll Think of Me by Robin Lee Hatcher. It was an inspirational romance. It was on the Audible romance package. I discussed the plotline of it yesterday. I ended up giving it about 3.5 stars. It wasn't a bad book. Like I said yesterday, it was a little too preachy for me. And I mean, some people might enjoy that. Some people, that might be exactly what you're looking for. And if it is, then good. Then please do go and check this book out, because I'm sure you will really enjoy it. It's just not exactly what I was expecting. Let's put it that way. The other thing too is that the two of our main characters, Derek and Brooklyn, seem to like be arguing throughout the entire beginning of the book, and they weren't really getting along. And it was very, very quick. Like, they went out on one date, and then they decided, you know, after this situation happened that, oh, you know, they were kind of meant to be together, kind of an idea. So yeah, it was a little too, you know, it wasn't enemies to lovers type story. I mean, there was none of that in there, but still didn't love it. But 3.5 stars. I mean, it was a decent enough read. So I started this morning. Sorry, I gotta switch hands here because this one's starting to bother me. I started listening to From Twinkle with Love by the author's name. Sandia Manon, I believe, is the author's name. A picture, of course, of the book will be right up here. So I'm about an hour or so into this one. It's really cute. I read When Dimple Met Rishi last year, and I really, really enjoyed it. So this one I'm enjoying quite a bit as well. It reminds me, I was thinking about this in the car, because I was listening to it in the car on the way back from bingo this afternoon. And it reminds me almost of, the one who wrote The Bollywood Bride. I can't remember her name. It reminds me of like a YA version of that. Do you know what I mean? Like that great writing. It's of course Indian American, and our main character Twinkle is an aspiring filmmaker, but she comes from a lower class family. Her parents don't have a lot of money. She doesn't have a cell phone. She, you know, has very, very limited resources, but she wants to be a filmmaker. She doesn't even think they're gonna have the money for her to go to college. And she's in school, and her best friend, her and her best friend recently are not quite the same friends that they used to be. And her best friend is kind of running with a more popular crowd now. And Twinkle isn't a part of that crowd. And there's a boy that she likes who is a part of that crowd, and his twin brother is actually approached her because there's this event before school ends for the summer, and he wants Twinkle to direct like a movie that they're going to make. And, you know, so I guess there's going to be a relationship between the two of them. So far, it's really adorable. I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, so other than that, what else? I read some more of Breathless last night. I'm about 55% of the way through that, by Lee Laval, and this is part of the Kindle Unlimited. This is one of my Kindle Unlimited reads for the month, and it's okay. It's very, very spicy. It's your typical two people who really don't think they should be together, but there's going to be a relationship, and it's based, in my opinion, a bit more on a physical relationship than anything else, because, you know, it's all about how good looking each other is, and, you know, all that part of the relationship, which is, I mean, it's fine, but you can't solely base a relationship off of that, in my opinion. So I won't get that one finished tonight. I've got some other things I want to do this afternoon, but I'm going to try and get some more of that read this afternoon. But I will definitely update you guys again tonight before I go to bed to kind of give you my final tally for the weekend. So far I am at 6 hours, so that's not bad. I had an 8-hour goal for myself. So yeah, super exciting. But anyway, guys, that is it. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi guys. I wanted to share, because I didn't share a lot this weekend other than what I'm reading. And cake. I know this is very, very random for me to come on here and share with you guys. But yeah, Garrett and I went grocery shopping on Friday, and we bought a freaking cake. A birthday cake to boot, because I don't know if you can tell, there's like balloons on the cake. So I'm gonna sit down and have a piece of cake. It's like 10:30 at night. Not sure this is the best idea, considering I have to get up and go to work in the morning. But whatever, I want a piece of cake. So I'm gonna have that. I've got my water, and I'm watching a little bit more BookTube for a bit, but I will. Sorry, my hair's doing weird things. I will be checking back in very shortly, probably within the next half hour or so, to give you guys kind of my final tally for the weekend. But yeah, I had to share that I was having birthday cake, and it's nobody's birthday. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. It's Garrett's birthday on the 30th, but you know, this cake isn't gonna last till then. And he's out here talking to the cat. Or my semi. Oh, you guys want to see? Yes, our Christmas tree came down, and Garrett took the lights down too. And when he took the lights down, he broke them. He's glaring at me now. I complained. I am someone. Because I wanted my Christmas lights up. The tree can come down, but I like having lights. So he was cleaning something out today, and I have my Christmas lights back up. And yeah, I don't care. They're gonna stay up all year round. Say hi, Garrett. Oh, side note, guys, before I forget, because I might. Oh, that's pretty. I'll just stand like this. Garrett has started a YouTube channel. That guy. That weirdo back there has started a YouTube channel. GeekTube Reviews?
Yes, it is.
GeekTube Reviews. He just reviewed the movie Bumblebee. So he does movies, unboxings, books, comic books, anything geek kind of related. I will link it in the description box below. So please do go and check it out. And yeah. So anyway, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit and give you my final tally for the reading. Oh, that's so pretty. It looks, doesn't it look just so pretty? Oh, I love it. It makes me so happy. See you guys in a bit. Bye. So the January 2019 Create Your Own Readathon has come to an end. It is right now 10:39 p.m. on Sunday. I know technically it doesn't end for like another hour and a half or so, but I am going to bed because this girl is tired and she has work in the morning. Yay. And yes, I just ate birthday cake and it was yummy. But I am an adult, so if I want to eat birthday cake right before I go to bed, I can do that. I can have it for breakfast if I so desire. I remember being a kid and having those kind of thoughts like, when I grow up, I'm totally going to eat birthday cake for breakfast. You know, and then you become an adult and you're like, no, you really legit can't do that. Well, maybe when you were like younger, but not, you know, when you're about to hit a certain age. So yeah, so it was yummy. I just said to Garrett that when he has a piece, he needs to leave it sitting out for a little bit for a couple minutes because the frosting was a little hard from being in the fridge. But anyway, we're not here to talk about birthday cake. Unbirthday cake. That's what I should call it, is unbirthday cake. But anyway, reading the Create Your Own Readathon. How did I do? I got about 7.5 hours this weekend, so that's not too shabby at the end of the day. My goal was 8, so I was a half an hour short of my goal, but that's okay. I was actually quite busy today. I was messing around a lot on my computer today. That was part of what kept me. It wasn't really being busy. I was just trying to get some stuff done, and I was trying to organize my books, like my Harlequin print books and stuff like that. So I was kind of like, I have a spreadsheet that I was updating, so I was doing that, and kind of cleaning up my Goodreads and stuff like that. So, you know, that general busy work. My version of house cleaning. So yeah, so I did not get to read as much as I really wanted to. But I did get quite a bit of reading done, so I'm quite pleased with that. So I am now 84% of the way through Breathless by Leah LaVale, I think it is. This is the Kindle Unlimited book. I was talking about it, about the woman who owns a yoga studio, and he's a former, he served in the military, he was in Afghanistan, and he got injured very badly and had to pretty much have his knee replaced, like it's like bionic or something like that. And they meet by chance at the very beginning of the book because she's out hiking and she falls and she hurts herself, and then he kind of comes across her and he helps her, and then he kind of finds out that she lives in Boulder, Colorado, and so does he. Like he said, it's a small enough town that they might run into each other, but it's a large enough town that probably won't happen. But of course, as circumstance goes, of course they run into each other. He's doing renovations on the building that her yoga studio is in, and she co-owns this yoga studio with 3 other ladies. And, you know, she's kind of very hesitant about the relationship at the beginning because, um, you know, essentially he owns the building that they're, you know, like he is her landlord essentially. And she does not want to, you know, go down that avenue. But of course, one thing leads to another, a relationship goes from there. It's not bad. It's not great. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's very, very spicy, very adult. And yeah, so you know, I'll finish it tomorrow. I knew I wasn't going to finish it this weekend because it is, like I said, a longer book, but I will definitely finish it tomorrow. So I talked also this morning, earlier today, that I had started From Twinkle with Love by Manon is her last name. I do apologize for not remembering the first name. I'm listening to this on audio. It is super duper adorable. I listened to a little bit more of it after I talked to you guys last. I'm now about 45% of the way through it, so I should easily get this done tomorrow. I started it today. So, yeah, I should easily have no problem getting that one done tomorrow. That's actually my goal. And I'm really, really enjoying it. I really like the character of Twinkle. I think she's absolutely adorable. You know, she's kind of a girl after my own heart in a way because um, she doesn't like confrontation with anybody. She kind of is very quiet, keeps to herself. You know, she's into what she's into. She likes doing her films. You know, for me, it was like books or something like that. And, you know, she feels like her family doesn't really understand her. I didn't really have that one so much, but I can 17-year-old me, you know, many moons ago would have really felt like this. I could really relate to this person. Like, you know, young me was able to relate to her, if that makes sense. And I think it's adorable, and I'm really enjoying it. I loved the first book, When Dimple Met Rishi. Now, this is not a series or anything like that. They're two completely separate books. But as I mentioned before, this is very much, to me, in my opinion, um, it is, oh, who wrote The Bollywood Bride? See, again, I can't remember. I should have looked it up before I sat down. But it reminds me of, you know, those books, The Bollywood Bride and The Bollywood Affair, I think was another one. It reminds me of the writing of those books because I really love those as well, but like for a YA audience, which is just fantastic. And the covers of these are just so adorable. I love them. So yes, I'm enjoying that one quite a bit, and I will definitely finish that one tomorrow. So in my next vlog, I will have lots of finished books to talk about, but unfortunately I didn't get any done this weekend. I have started, I know I haven't mentioned it yet, but yesterday or last night I started reading the second book in the Mail Order Bride series. This is, the one that I am reading is called, sorry, let me pull up my Kindle, and I can tell you the author's name. I think the character's name is Belua. It just seems like that's not, Beulah. Belua? Is that the name? Belua's Brains, and it just sounds bad, doesn't it? I'm sorry. Couldn't they have gone with the name Betty? Maybe? I don't know. But the author is Kristen Osborne, and I'm listening to this, of course, or reading this, I should say, as part of the Audible Romance package. If you guys know how to pronounce that, please do post it below. Or I might just go on Google and just try and see if I can find a place that I can get that pronounced. But this is book 2 in the Alphabet Mail Order Bride series. Now, side note on this one. A lot of you, when I mentioned it in my last vlog, have said that you guys want to join in on, like, with us reading it. So there's no standard time that we're reading these. Like I mentioned, my friend Mandy, I'm pretty sure is close to being finished. I know Sissy is on book C. I'm starting book B. So, Sissy, I hope you don't mind, because I know that you're the one who started reading these, and I hope you don't think I'm stepping on your toes, and I'm not. But I know there's a lot of us who want to read this, and not everybody has Facebook. So in the Goodreads group that I run, the Steeped in Books Goodreads group, I'm going to post a link to it in the description box below. And I'm going to start a separate little, like, threads for these. So there won't be one per book. But what I'm thinking is, there are actually 25 books in the series. There's not 26. So there's one character that gets mentioned, but she doesn't have her own book, and I'm super interested to find out what's going on with that. But what I'll do is I'll break it into 5s. So I'll go like A, B, C, D, and E, and I'll have that as one thread. So when you finish those books, or when you can go in and discuss with other people or anything like that. So you can join at any time. We're going to be reading these over the course of the year. So don't feel like you have to rush through them. They're not on any kind of specific timeline. For me personally, I am reading about 10% per night. So each book's going to take me roughly about 10 days. That's my personal timeline. These are only like 150 page books or sometimes less. So they're relatively easy to get through. So, and from my understanding from what Mandy has told me, because like I said, she's like, jumping ahead of, of everybody else, which is fine. If you want to do that too, by all means, please do. Um, but anyway, Mandy said that they're all clean as far as I understand. And yeah, so, like I said, again, that link will be in the description box below. So yeah, so I'm reading that one. And then the last book I want to talk about before I let you guys go, because I got to get to bed, because, Monday tomorrow, yay. Where do the weekends go? Like, really? Can I just, like, can it snow again tonight? And then I can have a snow day tomorrow? Because that would be great. Um, I am almost done Cloud Over Paradise by Abra Taylor. This is for my 40 Years of Harlequin project. I am that close to the end. I think there's like 380 pages. I've got like 20 pages left. Didn't love this one, guys. 2.5 stars. The whole premise of this story is about a man who hires a woman to essentially be his wife. And she didn't know, like a temporary wife, and she didn't know that's kind of what she was agreeing to when she signed on for the job. I mean, I'm sorry, read the fine print. But I guess she saw it was like gonna happen in Tahiti, so she figured, hey, free vacation. I mean, the descriptions and stuff, it's very, very well written. But, he ends up kind of falling for her like love at first sight, and, kind of really goes over the top on how to impress her and get her to stick around. So, yeah, not sure about this one. I'm probably going to go with either 2.5 or 3 stars. Probably 3 stars because it wasn't badly written. It just wasn't the greatest book that I've read. So, and 3 stars is an average rating for me. It's one that it was like, yeah, it was good. It was entertaining. It was enjoyable. And then it met that criteria. So, but anyway, that is that. So I think that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Again, I want to thank everybody so much for competing. We're not in a race, people. For participating in the Create Your Own Readathon for January. Again, I do these every month. All the information is in the Goodreads group. I will list that, of course, in the description box below. If you completed your goals, and I mean, I don't need proof that you completed your goals. We're all adults, roughly, pretty much. It's pretty much Scouts Honor kind of an idea. So if you've completed your reading goal for the month of January, please go and post in the finishers list. I will post that separately, like a separate link just to that one in the description box too. And just say, I completed my goal of whatever your goal happened to be. And then at the end of April, I will take everybody who posted in there. So if you finish again in February, write it down in February, and you finish again in March, write it down in March, so on and so forth. And then at the beginning, of May, I will be pulling a name, and one person is going to win a book of their choice from Book Depository. So I thought that would be kind of fun. I kind of got the idea into my head tonight to, at the end of the year, amalgamate everybody together, like all the names or everybody who's kind of been entered into the draws, if you want to call them that, to, for the entire year, and like offer to knit somebody a hat or something like that at the end of the year. Is that silly? You guys probably wouldn't be interested in that at all, so yeah. Anyway, just a fun little idea I had. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you. So, this is the end of this vlog. So this was just for the weekend. So my normal weekly reading vlog is going to start on Monday, so tomorrow. But my knitting update, which you guys didn't see, which is usually the start of all of my vlogs, I actually filmed that yesterday. And that's going to be included in next Saturdays, because I explain it in that vlog. But it's a record for me personally with my knitting to go Saturday to Saturday. Do you know what I mean? So, or Saturday to Friday, or however you want to look at it. Now I'm rambling. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.